Hey guys, it's Phantom here and welcome back to a brand new video everyone. So this video is going to be definitely one of my more controversial ones. If you guys remember not a few months ago, I think it was like last summer. I believe it was like around last summer when I had done a video similar to this where I had, had a bunch of Wiztubers and I had a bunch of Wiztubers laid out and then I put them into a tier list, just according to pretty much just how much I like them as Wiztubers. And today we are pretty much going to be doing a part 2 to that video, except an exciting twist. We're going to be doing this with an exciting twist, which is going to be the fact that I'm actually going to be ranking more new age Wiztubers. So I think these rankings, like, they're just bound to be a little bit more controversial than the other ones because, like in the last video I had some of the more like outdated Wiztubers such as Mega Mikey, Dakota Earthhorn, Heather and Val, etc, etc. And now we got people like Ferric, like Blake, like Caleb, Fairy Queens. We've just got a bunch of Wiztubers here that are Skelemystick's a little bit of an oldie, but I wanted to include him on the list just because I had watched his content from time to time. But this is definitely bound to be a bit more controversial, just considering like how active these fan bases are these days, since these are new age Wiztubers and they're now posting like a lot more content than those other Wiztubers that most of them are either not posting content very often or have quit. But anyways, I think you guys get the premise, so let's just get into the ranking right here. Who do I want to start with first? Whose fan base do I want to piss off first? Oh boy, here we go. I would say, let's start off with the bottom here. So, coming up first, oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention, the tier list looks a little bit funky because I kind of had to, like, adjust the proportions of the video just so you guys could see my face and also, like, see the tier list at the same time, and my face, like, wouldn't be covering the tier list, so this is gonna look a little bit weird. The F tier is actually a little bit cut off, which is pretty funny, but, anyways, Froggies. Where should Froggies go on the tier list? Now, he's an interesting guy. He's a really interesting guy. I honestly really like his content. I think I'm going to put him up into the A tier. He's just an extremely funny guy. One thing that I've always admired about him was just his sense of humor. I think that is kind of, when people watch his videos, that is probably like the main takeaway because, I mean, he's just a god among men, man. What can I say? He just has like a way with words, whenever you watch his videos, and I'm guessing he scripts them. I'm pretty sure like he scripts them. They're kind of in that scripted format. I can kind of sense that when I'm watching them, but it's always really good. It's always really good whatever he has to offer. Like whenever he uploads a new video, he doesn't upload super frequently, but I think nowadays he's like, it looks like he's taking a little bit more time to post. But yeah, whenever there's a new video out, I make sure to watch it because he's just super entertaining. He's a super duper funny, chill, laid back guy who just makes some interesting Wiz content. And I don't know why, I just love hearing his voice too. He's got a weird charm about him that I just love and I admire, and that just causes me to watch so much of his content. So for that, he's gonna go into the A tier. Alright, coming up next, we have Kaiser Noah. So, oh my god, this one's gonna be pretty fun. So, funny thing about me and Kaiser Noah's channels, both of our channels, we actually do post like decently similar content, and I know he's on a break right now and he deleted a lot of his videos for some reason. Not really sure about that, but he was posting pretty consistently for a time, and a lot of the content that he was posting was pretty similar to mine, so of course we had similar content. We also share another similar trait, and that is that we like to put absolutely no effort into our videos. Noah takes it a step above me with just not even like posting thumbnails on a lot of his videos, which is just hilarious, but he gets the job done. I think his content is really good. I think that like when he's articulating what he is saying in each one of his videos, whether that's like informative, whether it's a tier list, much the same as this, I think he does it really well. But where to actually put him on the list? Because this is like an interesting one, because this is pretty much the only, like, Kaiser Noah, like Noah's like one of the only Wiztubers that I've actually like talked to, I wonder why, right? But yeah, so I kind of feel bad. I kind of feel bad for like wherever I'm going to place him. But if this is like an honest ranking, and if I'm looking at the rest of the Wiztubers here and Froggy's placement, I'm going to put him in the B tier. Now, I really like his content. By the way, I just want to preface, right? Like before I do any of these rankings, I think all of these people have really, really good content, and it is totally justifiable for you guys to watch and enjoy any single one of their content because I think it's awesome. But anyways, I think I'm gonna put Noah in the B tier. I really, really do like his videos. I like how they're similar to mine as well. I don't know why. Like watching, I guess like because I know what Noah watched me for a time before I actually started watching him, and whether that was like inspiration or not, I have no idea really. But it is kind of cool to see like a little bit of that reflection, and also just like kind of how he talks in his videos. And like I said, the way he articulates his speech is just something I find really, really entertaining to watch. But you know, there is that lack of effort, I suppose, which is totally, you know, it's like I said, it's a shared characteristic that I have. It's something that really just can't be helped at the end of the day. But I do think it is a detriment overall because I really do like those cool flashy Wiz thumbnails, you know. So he's gonna go in B tier for now. Still really love the content though, just want to say that. Okay, next up we have the Wiztuber of Skelemystick. Now, I've thought about this one a little bit, and you know, it's kind of funny, like I mentioned at the start, right? He's been posting content like a little bit longer, you know, than all of these other people, but I still do find him super duper entertaining, which is why I'm gonna put him in the B tier. I still find him really, really entertaining. When I was like a little kid, or I guess like, you know, littler than I am now, that is, I used to actually watch him quite a bit. I used to watch him quite a bit. Even as a kid, I found him super entertaining. Still find him super entertaining nowadays. I don't believe he's like posted in the last year or so, or he hasn't like posted in a really long time. I'm not exactly sure why that is, but I'm gonna put him in B tier. I mean, he's great now. Like he is great. He makes really good content. And like I said, there's really no one here that makes like bad Wiz content. I just don't think so. Like I can't bring myself to say, oh God, I didn't want to do that. I can't bring myself to say that anyone makes bad content here because they absolutely don't. Seriously, everyone has like a unique aspect about them, and Skelemystick, he's just got a certain charm. I feel like this is a little bit similar to Froggies in a way, where it's that weird, unique charm, I suppose, that just kind of I'm not really sure what it is, but like when they talk, I just want to listen, you know? I just really, really am in tune, I suppose, with what they're saying, and there's not many videos that I can actually like sit through the full video with being like fully captivated and everything. But Skelemystick is one of those people that when he talks, I just most definitely listen to what he's saying. And also there is that bit of nostalgia as well for when I was a kid. So I'm always going to enjoy his content for that factor as well. So I'm gonna put him in the B tier. The only reason why he's going in the B tier, and the only reason why he's not gonna be a little bit higher, is because I think there are some Wiztubers here who do kind of take it to the next level a little bit when compared with the rest, but we'll get to those. Okay, next up we have the Wiztuber Gourmet. Now I think I am going to put him in B tier with Kaiser Noah as well as Skelemystick. And I just want to mention, you know, B tier is not a bad tier at all, you know, when it comes to content, because there's obviously, you know, 4 other categories below this. B tier is a totally fine tier, and in my eyes, that reflects some genuinely good content being produced. So Gourmet's content, it mainly consists of, it's like PvP videos. There's a couple of random videos thrown in there, like glitch videos, etc., all really, really good, interesting content. And I've always really liked his personality, you know, ever since I started watching a few of his videos some months back. I'm not sure why. He's got like this. It's kind of strange, I suppose, like with me saying this, but there's like almost this like little bit. There's like a twinge of awkwardness in his videos, but it's like it's not the bad kind of awkward, if that makes sense. It's like kind of this weird charm, like not the same as like Froggies and Skelemystick, but like I said, of course, all these people have unique charms and aspects about them, but like Gourmet's personality, it's so unique. I feel like it's really, really unique, and the sort of, I don't even want to call it awkwardness because awkwardness kind of has like a negative connotation to it, but this certain awkwardness or whatever it is. But like his videos are great though. His videos are great. They're not necessarily like awkward at all, but I don't know really what better word for it is. And of course, I'm not like trying to be mean here. I really do like all of these people's content. But whatever this certain unique element of his videos are, whether it is that awkwardness or whatever, it's a charm. You know, it is a charm that just really makes me want to keep watching and be invested in the person whose video I am watching. That's really the best way I can put it, and I think that definitely works in Gourmet's favor, and I think he makes great content. That is why he's going to go in the B tier. Next up, we have Wizzy101. Now, I suppose just comparing him with everyone on the list, you know, for me personally, this is my personal ranking. I'm going to go ahead and put him in the C tier. So Wizzyhead's content mainly consists of like PvP videos as well as informative videos, right? Definitely a style besides, I mean, I take on like the informative video style once in a while, so, you know, it's definitely a common thing, I think, for a lot of Wiztubers, as well as, you know, PvP. I'm personally not really a fan of PvP. I don't really watch a ton of Wiz PvP content, but from what I have seen, you know, from Wizzyhead, it's not really the content for me, I suppose. I'm not really sure how else to put it. I think it really comes down to, at the end of the day, just really personal preference, I suppose. Because, you know, when you're ranking like things in a certain category, right, you're going to have your favorites on one hand, and you're going to have the, you know, least favorites on the other hand, or a little bit less favorites, right? So that's kind of just what it comes down to at the end of the day, is my personal preference. So it goes in C tier. I think there is definitely a lot of good content there, though. And I definitely recommend anyone watching this video to check out all of these people, though. Seriously, because I really do think there is a lot of good content here that is very worth it to explore. But I'm sorry, Wizzyhead, you're going to have to go in C tier for now, bud. I apologize. I apologize very much. But, you know, if you want to watch people like Ferric, if you want to watch people like Caleb, like Wizzyhead, or whatever, it's totally fine. It is totally fine. Just like at the end of the day, when it comes down to my personal preference, that is going to be my justification for putting him in C tier. Next up on the list, we have the Wiztuber Fairy Queens. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put her in S tier right now. One thing that I really like about Fairy Queens' content is she just has like some of the most unique Wiz content, like really some of the most unique Wiz content that I have ever seen, as a matter of fact. Because, you know, when you're dealing with Wiz content, you're gonna have your informative videos. Once in a while, you're gonna have your ranking videos. Unless you watch me, then a ranking video are happening all the time, pretty much. But, you know, you got your informative videos, you got your ranking videos. But I feel like you got your PvP videos, of course, right? But I feel like Fairy Queens really just brings something else, you know, to the table, I suppose, when it comes to Wiz content. I'm just like looking at her channel right now, and it's composed of, what I'm just seeing a lot of right now is like a bunch of funny shorts, as well as like this one, for example, says best strat for code 1 fishing. So, you know, you got your informative videos right there that are, you know, more of tutorial videos. There's a Wizard101 on mobile tutorial. It really is just super unique when you're talking about Wiz content. And then on top of that, of course, I really like her personality as well. Her videos obviously keep me very engaged. Another reason why she is up at the S tier. And yeah, that's pretty much all I can say for Fairy Queens. Coming up next, we have Caleb. Now, this is a bit of a tough one, but I think, you know, in the grand scheme of all the other Wiztubers here, I am going to have to put him in B tier alongside Noah, Skelemystick, and Gourmet. I do like his content. I really like his content. I feel like I'm just saying that for everyone, but really, like, most of the new age Wiztubers are seriously just posting some of the best Wiz content out there, or really just the best Wiz content out there. I think all these people have just done a really great job overall, so that's why I keep reiterating that. I'm so sorry if you guys are just getting tired of me talking, just saying the same things over and over, but I really do like Caleb's content. I can't lie to you, man. I can't lie to you. I really like his personality. I think that he has a very pleasant voice to listen to, which, of course, you know, let's not pretend, all right, that is a factor, okay, when we're really just talking about YouTubers in general here. And I really like the content that he posts as well. It's PvP, which of course I mostly stay away from, but he also posts some guide videos. He posts a lot of pet training videos as well, which are some of the videos that I just find extremely entertaining. So for that, I'm gonna have to put him in B tier alongside a bunch of others. All right, here come the big boys here. So first up, we got Blake. right here, second to last right now. I'm gonna go ahead and put Blake in A tier. Okay, so he is a PvP YouTuber at the end of the day, which is totally fine in its own right. I'm just personally not the biggest fan of PvP. I think that if I was a fan of PvP and I had really enjoyed doing it, I would probably put him in the S tier because I can really see why so many people, like Blake, his personality, as well as his voice. He's also super duper good at PvP. He really seems like he knows what he's doing. Of course, I say seems because I don't really know much about PvP, but he seems like he knows what he's doing, whenever he is in the arena. So I'm gonna have to put him in A tier because even though I've only watched a few of his videos, but I pretty much like had to watch a bunch of his videos, when he was still kind of on the rise, just because I've been hearing about him so much. And like I said, even though I am not the biggest fan of the PvP genre, I could totally see why people like him. I really like the guy, personally, just for, of course, like his personality and how he plays his matches. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of PvP and I don't watch a lot of PvP content, they just make for really entertaining videos, and it is no joke as to why so many people watch him. And last but certainly not least, we have the Wiztuber Ferric. Now, I'm gonna have to put Ferric in S tier. He is no doubt my favorite Wiztuber as of right now. Ferric has literally just some of the most entertaining Wiz content out there. I really enjoy his videos. He also has some of the best guide. No, he's got like the best guides out there when it comes to couch potatoes, the couch potato stacking, pet copying guides, etc. Whatever you need, fishing guides, Ferric's got it. Ferric's got it. He's kind of just like the guide man, but of course he has many other things that he does on his channel. I know that he had a budget walkthrough series where he quested up a death wizard. I didn't actually personally watch that, but I had of course watched a lot of his content, well, I had like watched little kind of snippets of that because I didn't really have like a lot of time to watch that full walkthrough. But right now he is starting up another budget walkthrough on a balanced character, and I have so far watched every single episode of that has come out, just all the way through, all of like the many hours. I think there's about 8 episodes out right now, and that's kind of like insane when you take into account that it's just Wiz, man. It's just Wiz at the end of the day, but just the way Ferric makes his videos, they're just so professional. The way he commentates, I'm just a really big fan of it, which is why he is my favorite Wiztuber as of right now, and definitely the Wiztuber that I believe personally makes the best content as of right now. So for that, he's going to go into the S tier. But anyways, that's going to be it for this video, everyone. I really hope you guys did enjoy. Like I said, I know this is going to be controversial at the end of the day because people have differing views about each one of these Wiztubers, and that's totally fine. This is just based on my personal preference, and not really, it doesn't really have to do with anything. Like, I have nothing against these people as just like people in general. This is purely based on the content at the end of the day, so it's not really a huge deal, but I just wanted to say that. So if you did enjoy the video, you could always leave a like or subscribe to the channel. It would be very much appreciated. If you've never seen a video of mine before, well, God, I mean... Now's your chance, right? Now's your chance if you're just coming from like another Wiztubers fan base. Seriously, please. But yeah, I really hope you guys did enjoy. So I will see you all in the next video or stream, whenever that may be. So take care, everyone, and peace out.